You know what I'm saying? What were those charges and like the results of that? Like, how did that impact your life?
Yeah, that's a loaded question right there. So I did have a state charge. My state charge was attempted murder, and I ended up pleading out to a lesser. I believe it was assault with a deadly firearm causing great bodily injury, and then I had to pay restitution. Um, in that situation, I think the restitution was like the hospital bill or whatever, and that all stemmed from the streets. So I ended up taking a strike. I ended up taking a strike too. I never felt like I should have. In fact, we picked a juror, and the day that the trial was supposed to start, they came in there and they asked me, "What would you take?" They went from 25 years to life because what happens is he was in an ambulance, and I'm speaking on this because people oftentimes don't understand why I'm so anti-rap. I feel like if you involved in the streets, whatever happens in the streets should stay in the streets. When the person was shot, he gave a dying confession. You feel me? He was in a coma. And from that, they were going to use that to convict me, of course, right? Dying confession is one of the most powerful, he came up out of it. And when he came up out of it, he came and testified on me. They had a court date that wasn't even on the calendar, something I never heard of. Never forget. He came in there with a Uniche shirt and some Barclays, and he came in there with some bows on. If y'all don't know what bows is, them is your bows. So I'm thinking he finna set me free, as he should. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. He doubled down on it. But by the grace of God, he went so hard in testifying against me that when they cross-examined him, they was able to see that it's inconsistencies in what you got going on. So that was all in my favor. After we picked the juror, I did think of the toll it was taking on my mom, you feel me? Because she was commuting, coming to court, and my loved ones and shit like that. And this was the situation. I could go to trial and win and walk out of there free. I can go to trial and lose and do the next 25 years to life, probably eligible for parole after 18 years, even though I'm guilty of shooting this person 7 times. So in my mind, I'm like, the game it's give and take. So with that state charge, my co-D at the time, he had a newborn or a child or a baby that was under one. They went from 18 months to 12 months. And I take that back. They went from 9 years, 7 years. They skipped 5, 3 years, 18 months, a year. And again,